Cian just sent me a message by DM. Send your questions by comment. It's a little bit easier for me because a lot of questions come in and it gets very disorganized. But apparently her tenant unfortunately got arrested. And it sounds like it's kind of serious. So she's kind of in a bind because she has a lease and she has a tenant. And the bind comes in to where she doesn't know what she's supposed to do with the tenant's belongings. So the problem is the tenant might be going away for a while. But you have the tenant's belongings and you also have a lease. So what is your responsibility as a landlord at honoring this lease and in this tenant's belongings? This is probably an attorney, time to get an attorney. So if this actually came across my desk, I would actually reach out to an attorney, and I probably just want to go alone. I mean, I would slightly go to loan. So if you can get it in writing so if the tenant has released the property, so they have given you the keys back or have some way gotten it in writing that they are no longer wanting to be part of this lease, then you actually are fine. So reach out to the family, and hopefully your lease has, and this is really important, get in your lease an emergency contact. So have that in there. So going forward, always have an emergency contact in there so you can at least rely upon the emergency contact and just be friendly and reach out and say, hey, I want to know what's going on with so-and-so. If you can let them know, I don't want to have to keep charging them rent if they don't have an ability to pay. Can you actually get them to agree to let them out of their lease? At that point, you can kind of move forward and decide what you want to do in regards to a security deposit, in default of lease. I mean, it's kind of a tough situation. And definitely get the tenants some kind of information on what they want done with their belongings. Because otherwise it's going to be really difficult. I mean, as a real estate agent, I've done transactions with clients that were in prison, and I can tell you it's incredibly, incredibly difficult. So you have to wait for at least to have a notary and to get things, legal documents signed. It can be very difficult. But if you can get anything in writing from the tenant, basically stating that they release the unit to you, then you're okay. And then you also find out some information on what they want done with their belongings. Otherwise, it's going to be state specific, and an attorney's going to have to really counsel you on it. You might want to end up having to put the belongings in a storage unit, and holding it out for the tenant. That might be actually what might actually happen. So, all right, this is Joe White, trying to answer your real estate questions. I don't think I actually did it here, but trying to answer your real estate investing questions the best I can. Can't answer all of them. And good luck with that situation.